Hey Kipsters! Mrs. Cozy here. I just woke up out of bed. Hopefully you did too. Time to get our learning on in our pajamas. This is my favorite day because I get to be comfy and cozy, and if you're not in your comfy clothes, you're missing out. Today is our last day to read this story, and today our focus is putting everything that we've learned this week together, and we're going to focus on some comprehension questions. I'm going to be asking you some questions. It would be great if you wrote them down and sent them to your teacher. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. We miss and love you so much, and I hope that you enjoyed Spirit Week as much as I did. Bye, Kipsters. Continue to read.
All right, Kipsters. So today, our focus on answering these comprehension questions is going to be on thinking about how Jupe and Zog are as characters. How they are as characters. We're going to fill out this worksheet together. If you're able to follow along at home, you can just write on a piece of paper, on a whiteboard, on anything that you have to write with. You can just write 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can begin to work with me. The first question says, Jupe leaves a juicy apple for Zog. What we want to think about is, what is Jupe like as a person or as a little monster when she leaves that apple? Well, I'm thinking about leaving an apple when you leave or give someone a present. What kind of person are you? Jupe is what? If she's leaving an apple or she's leaving a present for someone, what kind of person is Jupe? I agree. Jupe is a nice or a kind person. Jupe is nice and kind for leaving the apple. For leaving an apple. Good job. Jupe is nice and kind for leaving an apple. Good job. The next question, or the next part says, Jupe hides behind the bushes. When Jupe was hiding behind the bushes, what kind of character was she? What was she doing? Remember, Jupe is this one. Jupe was hiding behind the bushes. Jupe was being what? Jupe was being, she was being something. Yeah, she was being playful or silly. She was being playful and silly when she hid behind the bushes. When she hid behind the bushes. You don't have to write all of this. I'm just giving you guys the whole sentence so you can see it. Jupe was being playful and silly when she hid behind the bushes. The next one says, Zog steps closer to the bush. What was Zog feeling when she stepped closer to the bush? Zog was what? Well, I know that Zog was interested in what was going on in the bush, right? Could we say Zog was, what could we say? Could we say curious? Zog was curious what was in the bush. When you're curious about something, that means that you're wondering what's going on. What is going on in this bush? Good job. The next one says, my favorite game is hide and seek, says Zog. How was Zog feeling then? Or what kind of a person was Zog? Zog was, I'm going to say Zog was ready to what? What did Zog want to do? Zog wanted to play. Zog was ready to play. Good job, Kipsters, figuring out this worksheet. Again, if you want to copy this down, you may pause the video now. To finish out our week with our book, Hide and Seek with Zog, this is the last little assessment that we'll be doing. If you can, take a picture of your paper and send it to your teacher. That would be great. We will not be going over these answers until after the video. So please try to do this all by yourself. You need a piece of paper and just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here we go. Number 1. Where did Zog hear a giggle? Where did Zog hear a giggle? A, by the bush, B, at the door, or C, under the table. Mark your answer now. Number 2. What game does Zog like to play? What game does Zog like to play? A, kickball, B, jump rope, or C, hide and seek? Mark your answer now. Number 3. Why did Jupe put flowers by Zog's door? Why did Jupe put flowers by Zog's door? A, to make friends with Zog, B, so they could grow, C, to scare Zog away. Mark your answer now. Number 4, who was behind the bush? Who was behind the bush? Was it A, Zog, B, Jupe, C, Snag? Mark your answer now. Number 5, listen to the sentence. Zog hides behind the drapes. Another word for drapes is A, doors, B, plants, C, curtains. Last question. Have the student write what he or she thinks Zog will do the next day after the story ends. This is a great time for you to draw a picture of what you think that Zog would do. What is Zog going to do now that him and Jupe are friends? Go ahead and draw a picture of that and then send this to your teacher. Send this to your teacher and don't click the next part until you're done with your little assessment. Pause the video now until you're done. You should be done with your test. If you're not, pause the video now. Where did Zog hear a giggle? Zog heard a giggle by the bush. What game does Zog like to play? Of course, Zog likes to play hide and seek. Why did Jupe put flowers by Zog's door? To make friends with Zog. Who was behind the bush? Jupe. Jupe was hiding behind the bush. Listen to the sentence. Zog hides behind the drapes. Another word for drapes is curtain. And then your picture can be anything that you want. If your paper looks like mine, give yourself a nice big star. Love you, Kipsters. Have a good weekend.